final score outside Loftus Road. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Bournemouth 3.
Yes, mate.
Tale of two halves, Tom, really, wasn't it? And a tale of one or two players that changed the game in that second 45.
Ryan Christie was the difference. I mean, Kluivert's got the winner, so you've got to give him credit, but Ryan Christie was the difference. Said at half-time, didn't we? That's a team without Ryan Christie. Doesn't look right. He brings everything for the team. I thought everyone looked better. So Alex Scott was a different player with Christie next to him. Billing was a different player with Christie there. So, it's weird how we've gone to a stage where Ryan Christie's that pivotal, but I thought he made a difference for us, mate. I just think they obviously said something at half-time, but I always felt we couldn't come out anywhere any worse. They were, I don't know how they were 2-0 up, as bad as we were. They didn't really do much.
Yeah, but they had a game plan and it
did.
Worked.
I've never been 2-0 down and not that worried before. But I remember saying to you at half-time, I thought, we're going to score at least 2, and I don't see them threatening us. I don't think we're at this.
Yeah, but that first half, we were impotent, mate.
It was bad, but I just felt like we couldn't be any worse. I thought, if he takes Brooks off, because I thought he'd have a shocker, and he brings on one of a bit of pace, which he did in Kluivert, I thought, we'll get in. And the thing is, when you play a team that, they're not full of confidence, and they were 2-0 up, and then I thought, hang on a minute, we could be a Premier League team there. I always felt they'd get a little bit edgy, which is what happened. I thought the key would be if we score early. We scored very early because I hadn't finished my pint. And then I thought, we've got these. And it was, second half, it was very comfortable. We should have won by 4 or 5. So we showed a bit of class. Feel for QPR because they put on a good fight, but at the end of the day, you make a few changes when you've got a Premier League squad like we have. You can turn it, and that's what we did. A few players in there have shown they're probably not quite up to it, but a few players showed how pivotal they are, and now we're all singing and dancing, mate. So happy days. Happy days, mate. I think it was nice of Andoni to go, you know what, we'll let the Championship Club have a couple of goals head start.
You're horrible.
Then we'll turn it on, baby.
They promise so much, QPR, and it happens during games, it happens over the course of the season, and then it's almost like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back at times. But
they're not full of confidence.
All right this season, though?
I think they'll scrap to the end. I think they might have enough, but I think they're a team that are a bit low on confidence for me because they get 2-0 up. We're not playing very well, and I didn't feel like they had the game, which shows where their confidence is at the moment. But a lot of good young raw players in there. I think we said about Sinclair Armstrong. I think there was a few more others in there that show that they've got a bit about them. I think Dunn at the back's solid. We all know they've got a top class goalkeeper, and you got to remember Steve Cook, Chris Willock, Ilias Chair. None of them are playing, and they're 3 of their key players. So they should be all right. They just take a lot of confidence from that, and it's probably not a bad thing for them to get out of the cup. And we're probably going to go the distance. So
right, let's see who else there is to chat to.
Hi, Jamie.
We've got Mike here.
Hi.
And we'll bring on Jamie very shortly. Mike,
Chalk
two
cheese.
very different halves.
Totally different. Lethargic, poor passing. Key players just didn't seem interested. It seemed like it's an attitude. We turn up, we're going to win. No effort or very little effort. A few put them in. I thought Cine was pretty good, and Chris Meffin I thought was playing well at the back actually. And they deserved the 2 goals. It almost fired us up, and I think it obviously fired the manager up. It made him realise who he needs to bring on. But Christie, what a player we've got there. He's an engine, isn't he? It's a huge difference. Even Phil Bill, who was not in it at all, for some reason he came on totally different. Kluivert played well as well, but brilliant. They played really well. Why the hell they didn't do that in the first half? But it just shows that Christie, we've got to hold on to that man because he's worth his weight in gold, really.
Okay, let's go find Jamie. Here he is then. Jamie, Mike was just saying about Ryan Christie, how pivotal he is to this side, and my goodness, he turned the game. We wouldn't have been saying this time last year, would we? But he's so key to how we play.
When do we start throwing around the term world class with him? When's that? Because, God, he's incredible. But yeah, game of 2 halves, it was really weird. Brooksy, I think he's got to loan to a championship, get his confidence back, because he didn't seem to know what to do there. But a completely different game. It's the old thing again. When Phil Billing plays well, the whole team plays well. When he's off, the whole team looks a bit off. But brilliant, nice to see Adu Ajay get some game time. I think that will boost his confidence, and maybe if Kiefer goes, maybe he can be second choice, but maybe a bit of a stretch. But great result, through to the next round, and easy cup, win it.
Here's Libby and Paul.
Hey.
Hello.
Happy
Hi.
faces. Wasn't
gosh.
happy. I saw you at half time, Libby.
Yeah.
You were not happy.
No,
bloody
you
then.
said, are you all right? And I said, not really,
Yeah.
no.
Talk to me. What made the difference? What are the differences between the two?
Yeah,
halves?
well, I mean, Christie and Kluivert made a huge difference, didn't they? They took control, they looked on it, their passing was landing as opposed to everyone in the first half. So yeah, I think it was as simple as that one, and probably a rocket up the backside, maybe at half time.
How far do you reckon we could go, Paul, in this tournament?
Well, I mean, no.
Early
After
days.
half time, I thought that was it. I thought that was the end. So, mate, if we keep performing the way we did the second half, we should go much further.
Yeah.
And that was a much better second half, thank God, because
it was weird because like Lewis Cook was playing centre back.
Yeah,
that's
I know,
right,
we
yeah.
were a bit like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But actually, he'd made some really important clearances, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cook at the back, so yeah. In the end, we're happy.
Yeah, we are.
We got Paul here, regular to Fag Cabs. Paul, enjoy that one in the end.
Yeah, the result that counts, wasn't it, at the end of the day? It just seems to be a normal cup trait, same as the Carabao Cup. You know, we sort of poor first half. Clearly, something happens in the dressing room. Second half makes a few changes, and then it's all fine and dandy. So, it was a difficult game to watch. Difficult game to watch the first half. Second half, just pleased that we're in the hat for the next round.
You wouldn't have really known, judging by that first half, which was the Championship side, which was the Premier League side, because we, quite frankly, we were awful, weren't we?
We were bad. I mean, they were very physical. They got some big lads up front, and they were up front in and around the team. They outmuscled us, I thought. And our lads were nowhere. Kiefer was nowhere. As a big lad himself, I felt we muscled out. Certainly the two goals, we were muscled out. I didn't quite understand. I mean, you guys will know because you're more detailed than I am. But why my Meps came off, but clearly it was the right thing to do with what they did with
Justin. You make a good
Justin.
point there, because Meps, he has to play. You'd think when we play Liverpool because of Senesi's suspension. So you think maybe he just wants to give him minutes. Maybe it's a case of him wanting to rest him. Perhaps you never know.
Save him, yeah. I mean, he didn't put a foot wrong in that first half.
He just got maybe found out for their second goal, where he maybe could have closed down in the ducks a little bit. Other than that, he was mustard.
He was good. He was good. And you're right. Yeah, I think that with him playing for, you think he'd play against Liverpool. So just make sure he's okay. I don't know why Dom wasn't on the bench. Is that anything to be worried about?
Maybe.
Was that knock against Tottenham? Somebody said to me, does that mean even worse? I wouldn't have thought so if he's not going to go anywhere. But yeah. But I'm glad we're in that draw for Monday. I don't know, Sunday or Monday. I'm glad we're in the draw and another away trip or home trip, whatever. But happy days, yeah.
We got Logan here. Logan, how are you, mate? You all right? Your favourite player did well in the second half, didn't he? Changed it, Ryan Christie. What do you think of that performance? Are we going to go all the way to the FA Cup final?
We're probably going to go to the quarter final and then up to the 70 and then probably make it to the 70.
Yeah. All right. Who was your man of the match, or was that a silly
Ryan
question?
Christie.
Ryan Christie. Reece, what do you think about that, mate?
I think it was a great game. I think we played amazing.
First half, though, was a hard watch, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Travers kept us in it most of the time.
Yeah. Who was your man of the match?
Travers and Tavernier.
Bill's here.
Hey.
How are you? You all right?
That was...
Go on.
Mixed emotions everywhere, all over the place.
Take it away.
Like, I ended that first half, 2 very sloppy goals that go in. We were very frustrated with each other. And then second half, I don't know what Iraola said, but just gave everything.
He's been playing Monopoly. Because he's got to get out of jail free card.
Yeah. that is very true. Yeah, no...
It
we had
just
so
shows you the substitutes when he brought Christie on, the Duracell Bunny, as he's known as, and he's just livened everybody else up, Christie. And Sinistero, I think, man the match.
Yeah, I thought you played brilliant.
He was terrific. And
we'll just find out who we get in the next round now. So
at the end of the day, it's a typical Premiership team showing on a cup tie where they play not up to their standards in the first half, and they think, oh right, okay, we'll have to bring in the guns off the bench, which we did, and changed everything. How many times have we seen that from teams?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to give you a one-word answer, or it may be two, depending on who you say. Who do you want in the next round?
My honesty, I want Maidstone.
Oh, okay.
I want Maidstone United.
Yeah, they got through to. They beat Stevenage, wasn't it?
They beat Stevenage at our place, or I don't mind going to them. Kent's only down the road, so we don't mind that. But
He's just thinking of his travel time. That's what.
no, I love Maidstone. I used to play in Maidstone. I love it. I love Maidstone. So
No,
why not?
actually, he did play for. He played on a scheme at Maidstone, didn't he?
Yeah, I played for a little team in
Oh,
Maidstone.
on
so, yeah.
Ipswich.
He wants travel Maidstone. He wants Ipswich.
I'll get me bus pass in a couple of weeks, so I'll be able to travel there for nothing.
Thank you, gents.
Take care. Cheers. See you in a bit.
Well, we've got Kieran here. You must have been thinking that you are going out with a whimper in terms of your watching of AFC Bournemouth for the past month or so. Alas, we turned it around in the last 45.
We did. Not the best first half you'll ever see. We were just a bit off the boil, to be honest. The intensity wasn't there at all. The goals were just very, very basic. But I don't know. People seem to be a bit stressed at half time. But it was like, you know what? They're not a great side. We could get a bit out of them. Like first half even, we weren't great, but Billing could have potentially scored his chance. Scott should have scored his chance. It was just bits and pieces we could improve, and we did.
Yeah, and any notable mentions in terms of players, or are you going to say the same as everyone else? Go on.
Well, is everyone saying Christie?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was big. But Tav, second half, driving forward, made a big difference. And to be fair, I and everyone else was calling for Billing to go off, but turned it around. He was very influential, I think.
And finally, to finish off our cams, Ryan.
Good second half, wasn't it?
Good
What a
second half. Wow. First half, not so much.
It was just half paced. It looked like we were tired for some reason, and we were in no rush to go forward. And I think he had to take Brooks off. He didn't look up to it at all. But I sent you a text yesterday about that corner routine.
Yes, it happened.
Exactly right. Me and Kieran went to training, spotted that little set piece routine. First goal. It happened. Crazy.
Oh, mate, I'm so pleased for you that you got to bow out of your watching of AFC Bournemouth this last month with a win. I was about to say 3 points, but look, how far can we go in this tournament?
Depends how seriously we want to take it.
Do you
Also
think
depends on our draw, but
What do you think we'll go stronger each round that progresses? Maybe.
I feel like the further we get, the more we'll be like, oh, we got
Yeah.
a chance here, so you may as well. But
Smell those Wembley arches.
yeah, but I think he's going to take it pretty serious. I think why not? Like one-off games, and we've got a big enough squad to do it now. So who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? There you go. That is full-time Cherries for today. Look, we've got a match day vlog tomorrow with some limbs, even with the limited view that I had from the top of the upper stand where we were at Loftus Road. But alas, it was QPR 2, Bournemouth 3. We're in the hat for the next round. Up the Cherries, like and subscribe. We'll see you later.